Hello, 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 hello. So, Veterans Month continues with Lowrider Hall of Famer, Avenue Convertibles owner and operator TJ from Las Vegas. So, if you guys have not heard of TJ, I'm not sure where you've been, but TJ is, I'm blessed and honored to be able to call him my friend, but he's also a Lowrider Hall of Fame recipient. He showed me that ring one time, and the ring looked like a Super Bowl ring. If you've never seen the ring, hopefully he'll wear it. But if he doesn't wear it, I'm gonna ask him if he'll send me a picture of it so that I can post it one day. But when I tell y'all that ring honestly looked like a Super Bowl ring, I was like, dang, that's what they give you for being in the Lowrider Hall of Fame. And I don't think I've ever asked him, but I really want to know what the criteria is for being inducted into the Lowrider Hall of Fame. So I'm gonna send him a message. I just talked to him a few minutes ago. So he should be joining in just a second, but if you guys have not, while we wait for him to join, if you guys have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you do that by going to click the link in my bio and subscribing. If you've missed Veterans Month so far, we have had Boost Doctor, we have had Jay Jarvis from Jay's Customs, we've had MJ and Meryl. MJ told us about it being year 20 of Stunt Fest. So that in and of itself is a big accomplishment, and I'm super proud of them. But I just saw TJ join, so I'll go ahead and bring him on. But like I said, if you guys have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, my bio. Hey there. Did you wear the Super Bowl ring?
Man, I forgot that motherfucker. Damn. Hey, I forgot that motherfucker,
Hey,
man.
listen, I told him I'm going to tell you to send me a picture of that. That thing look like a Super Bowl ring. That thing look like a Super Bowl ring. That ain't something you can just wear every day.
Man, like a motherfucker. You hear me? I sure forgot it too, man. I'm at the post that joint tonight. You hear me?
Yeah, you definitely do. So first and foremost, thank you so much for taking time out of your so busy schedule.
Oh, man.
To sit down and chop it up with us and let us get in your business a little bit.
You already know.
Yep.
We chop it up anyway, so it don't even matter.
Yeah. Listen, I was telling them, when my friends are successful, that makes me feel like I'm successful. I can pop my collar. So every time I get a chance, I brag about you being in the Lowrider Hall of Fame like I'm in there.
Yeah. You connected.
Yeah. I tell people that all the time. They like, man,
you connected. You know you my ninja.
They like, man, I ain't even know that. I said, now, yeah, that's why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So you'll know.
They say you gotta let them know.
Right.
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
Right. So
what we chopping it up about tonight, man? What's on the menu?
So this month is Veterans Month.
Yeah.
And you being a veteran in the car game, what year is this for you in the car game?
What year?
Yeah.
What is this? 2022? Well, 22 with a shop. And 22 years with a shop. Yeah,
You
I've
done had
been
a job for 22 years?
Since 04, yeah. In the game before that, we probably got to get another. So, man, I probably jumped into these cars real, tough when I got out the joint in like 97.
Mm-hmm.
So I was around, in the 1900s. You feel me? Yeah, in the 1900s. You know what I'm saying?
Telling your age,
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm trying to crack that motherfucker. High 50, you hear me? What I'm talking about.
So year 22 with a shop, that's a huge accomplishment. Like, A lot of people
Man,
can't even make it 1 or 2 years with a shop.
man, you know, this shit a grind, man. It's just it's really all about taking yourself and really dedicating yourself to one thing. You know what I mean? So, um, you can't be straddling the fence on what you're gonna do with this, or you know what I mean, try to hustle, and you know that's what a lot of motherfuckers fuck up at, man, because they try to straddle that fence and man try to keep your foot in the street and then try to keep, you know what I mean, and try to do the shop thing, and you know, and you know sometimes it worked for people, but that just wasn't my route. You know what I'm saying? Like I just left that shit alone early. I figured out once I can just dedicate everything to myself, meaning the shop. That it worked out a little better, man. I mean, God had a plan for me, man. You know what I'm saying? So I stuck to it. He stuck to it, and here we is today. You know what I mean?
So why do you think so many people fail at shops?
Why do they fail?
Yeah.
Um, I think it's the process, man. The way people put the whole little situation together, man. It's some people that they can do business. Like I hate doing business. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just want to work.
Right.
I hate the business part of it, but I ain't gonna be here if I don't do the business part. So, um, a lot of motherfuckers is just like they get jobs, they take in deposits. Them that they think that deposit is their money, man. That's not your money, man. You know what I mean? That money is for that car and that you brought in. You know what I'm saying? That's not your pocket money. You know, so I let a lot of people know, like, you know, the way I get down, man. I take my deposits and I buy everything possible for that car because that's not my money. I don't care if it's 20,000, 30,000. Like that's not my money. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That money don't come in. Your money don't come in until down the line. Once you know you get the show on the road and you build out and you got some progress for the customer. You know what I mean? You got rims laid out, you got motor, you got training, you probably got paint, interior, all that shit is done, and or a step away or something like that. Then you start taking in your money. Your
Right.
labor's gonna come in. You know what I mean? Like me personally, so I do a contract and I do a deposit. I take the deposit. I buy parts, and then I do monthly payments on the balance. I get a customer options of what type of time frame we doing. Normally my base time frame is a year and a half. You know what I mean? That's just what it's gonna be, man. That's just like, and that's for a basic car. That ain't for nothing with no extras. You know what I mean? That's motor, training, running interior, and I break it down into 18 months. That's that year and a half. So you got to figure interior dude takes 6 months. Painter, keep your fingers crossed. Hope he takes 6 months, and then let me touch that motherfucker for 6 months. You'll have a finished car. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? So that's my plan. That's what I do. And if we don't, reach that deadline that we agreed on, then I normally do $50 a day off on the bill, like on your bill. So that way you just don't stick a motherfucker car in the corner and don't ever touch it, because I'm gonna end up paying you if I don't.
That's dope. A lot of people would never do that.
Man, that's the only way that's gonna keep you moving. You know what I'm saying? You either do that because now you got to look at it, man. If you do some shit like if you got 3 or 4 good paying customers to 3 or 4, maybe even 5 good bills, and they monthly payment is like anywhere from $1,100 to $2,500, you getting that? You set them payments up during the middle of the month. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna have some money. That's your money. You're not gonna be struggling because that's the hardest time. You got to look at like right now, what's this, 15, 16? So from the 15th probably to like the 20th or, 25th up in there, man, those are the hardest parts of time frames for shop owners because it's middle of the month outside of the beginning. But the middle of the month, usually that money not there. You
Right.
spent that shit in the beginning of the month. You know what I'm saying? So that money not there. So if you got a couple customers doing payments in the middle of the month, then that's floating you. That's keeping everything cool. You know what I mean? You ain't got to take in another job in order to pay the bills and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got payments coming in. You might end up with anywhere from 5 to 7 thousand between the 15th and the 23rd because you got those customers making them payments. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you come to the realization that that is the way that you needed to do it? Did somebody teach you that, or you just was like, oh, I got to figure this out?
I played with it a little bit. Took me a long ass fucking time to even figure it out. I've only been doing that shit for like the last 2 years probably, but it works. You know what I'm saying? It works for me for sure. The main thing is to get that money, that deposit money out my hands and buy product. Because you got to look at it. If you brought me 20,000 And then came back in 30 days and your car was still looking like it was, because you know don't nothing move on a project in 30 days really. So you brought that, but I got your digital dash, I got your rims, I got all your shit. It's sitting right there in boxes, brand new. I got your QA1 set up. I got all your suspension. It's sitting in a box right there, brand new.
Right.
You know you gave me that amount of money to buy that shit. You feel me? So you a lot more comfortable about handing over that money and dealing with that person because you see that they handling business like, okay, he ain't had the time to get on my car, but he did spend my money on the shit that I wanted. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So that keeps the customer way more happier knowing that a nigga ain't just take the money and head to the strip club with it. You know what I mean?
Right. So the you know what one of customers' biggest struggles are people feel like, oh well, the shop got my car in paint jail, the shop got my car in whatever jail. Why do you think so many shops? We kind of touched on it. You saying they take that money and they think that money is theirs.
Yeah.
You think that they go into it with those intentions, or they just be like that?
Nah, it ain't never the intentions. It ain't no ill intentions like that. It's all about timing. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Because when that job come in and them bills is due, guess what, man? You looking like, damn, that shit was right on time. So you paying bills with that money. You see what I'm saying? Or you supposed to be you robbing Peter to pay Paul. You feel what I'm saying? So you been supposed to buy so and so rims, but you ain't had that money. So now you got another job in. So you gonna take that money and go buy so and so rims to finish that shit up because it's closer.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's not the process, man. And, a lot of shop. It's some dudes out there that I wish, that get out and do business that I wish I was on day level. You know what I mean? But I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, I don't like doing business. I just want to work. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? My passion is in the work. I want to just spend push cars out and get people to shows. And when you get to that show, a motherfucker will be like, whatever cars is out there, your name is tagged on all of them. You get what I'm saying? So once
Right.
you get to do that, that's the satisfaction and the gratification. I know I'd rather have a car show full of cars that I finished versus a shop full of cars that I ain't done. Then motherfuckers sitting there whining, going, man, I'm supposed to be at this show, but all of this, that, and the other. Like, and then it's communication too, man. You got to tap in and, answer the phone when motherfuckers call. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to just communicate. You got to let people know because the thing about it is motherfuckers forget we human. We got lives, we got families, we got kids. They forget about that.
Right.
They think it's just about the car. It ain't just about the car. Like, man, don't call me after 6. Don't call me before 10. Don't call me on the weekends. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers, they don't care. They'll call you at 11, 12 o'clock at night. That shit is disrespectful.
Right.
Period. It's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't call me this motherfucking late talking about I had a question or I was thinking about it. Unless we got that type of relationship and we fuck with each other like that, ain't no need for you to be calling me because you thought about some shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't call me. I don't give a fuck, man. A lot of people, they get to call at 10, 11 o'clock at night. You know what I do? I get up early in the morning, call their ass at 6 or 7. What's up, man? What's happening, man? What we doing? Yeah, nigga, get your monkey ass up. Oh, man, I'm sounding like Barry White and shit. I don't give a fuck you call me when I was in my peace time. You know what I mean? So, a lot of problems with this shit too is a lot of people make themselves accessible to people at all times. That's the major problem with it. Like a motherfucker think they can call you like that. No, you
Right.
can't do that. Making yourself accessible is just not. It's not it. It has to be a shut off point somewhere. You know what I mean? To where people understand, man, I'm human too, man. Let me live my motherfucking life. Like, quit calling me with this shit. You know what I mean?
Right. On the racing side, I asked this to Boost Doctor the other day, right? And it
Yeah.
was so funny what he said. But do you think that on the big rim racing side is dying because with so many people stepping away and selling their cars and stuff like that, do you think that's dying?
No, it ain't done, man. We ain't selling shit around. We ain't selling shit around here. You hear me? No, we not. We around here. We trying to get more, man. No, we ain't selling shit, man. The big rim racing is just, it's kind of watered down now. You know what I mean? I never got to experience that real shit. I mean, I've got to experience to go see it, but I've never been a driver. I've never been that motherfucker on the track. You know what I'm saying? But when I was introduced to it, I thought it was the baddest shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, wait, niggas getting it there. Like, it was just dope. And it still is, man. Like, I still get some hats on. I love watching motherfuckers like Bruce. You know what I'm saying? FYB. I love whiskey because they got that energy. You get what I'm saying? You know, they got that easy money. I love, easy money. Shout out to them niggas, bro. I love watching them niggas, homie. Like, they real niggas. You could tell they real niggas, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you respect them just like that. It's a couple more, you know what I'm saying? The Ghost. And then, of course, Primo. You know what I mean? Them cats, man, we on the West Coast and we follow these dudes. You know what I mean? They keep
Right.
us going. We know damn well around here we ain't gonna get no races, but it's some cats on the West too. You know what I mean? That's out here that get it like that too. You know what I mean? Just it's not set up like it is down south, how it is on the West.
Right.
So you don't get street races like that. You might get a Saturday night and somebody feeling themselves and y'all might go down the road. But as far as being at the track doing it like they do down south, man, it ain't, that's not here. Is that big rim racing watered down? I can't say it is because I'm still into it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm still with it. So it ain't. It's really not. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Stunt fest in April. I'll be there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If I get a chance to go down that track, man, hats off. I'll be happy about it. If I'm just riding around that motherfucker, I'm gonna still be happy. It ain't gonna matter. You get what I'm saying? So is it watered down? It probably is on y'all perspective, but to us, man, we still pushing around here. You know what I mean?
I think what attracted me to big rim racing was first and foremost, they were beautiful street cars that were
Yeah.
going so fast with big rims. Now, most of them are actual race cars. They it's
They not
not.
street cars no more. They
Yes.
real race cars. They pro mods.
Yes.
No
Yes.
interior, no music, none of that.
Yes.
See, those are the things that you're supposed to get to brag about after your shit done went down the track. You see what I'm saying? When you do some numbers and you pull up and you got interior, you got music, yeah, it ain't just it's 4 seats in that motherfucker, not one. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like that's where that's gone for sure. Cause but people just going up in numbers with that horsepower. Like they going faster and faster and faster, and you get caught up in it. And trust me, I know you get caught up in it, and and before you know it, you got a fucking pro mod. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That
And
part.
so,
Yes.
but it's not intentional though. You just trying to be faster, and now the connections that people is making, with other people that's really, been doing this shit. This is what you got to do if you want to do that. So it's one or the other. You know what I mean? You want to go fast? You want to run nines? You want to run eights? Yeah, you got to get rid of all this shit. That's what they telling you. The people that's been racing for years. You know what I mean? So that make a nigga say, man, you know what? Take this shit up out of here, and yeah, let's do it. And
Right.
but it ain't what that ain't it. That ain't the bragging rights is to have that full car that you can jump on the track with, you can get on the freeway with, you can get in the streets and streetway with. That's the bragging rights. You having the fastest car just ain't, because I know motherfucker well I ain't gonna never be the fastest. But that ain't mean I'm gonna stop trying. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It don't work for everybody. You know what I mean?
You can take your kids to school in the car, and then you can race
What?
somebody.
Going grocery shopping in this motherfucking everything, man. What? You better be able to. I ain't talking about cars with just a water pump on that motherfucker, alternator just on the front of the block. Like, no, we doing
Right.
full build, real horsepower motors and all that.
Speaking of, I don't think a lot of people they say, do you still low ride?
Man, that's my boy in San Diego. He know I still look at him.
Oh, you was
Yeah,
bouncing the car
hey,
in that
my
shop
partners gonna
that
always
time
give me
I
a
was
hard
there.
time when I'm coming back this year though. That's the
You remember?
cold part about it. They know it. I'm about
You
to get
remember
a
that
low right
time?
game here.
You remember that time I was there? You was bouncing the car in the shop.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
I
like, man,
sold that car.
man, crazy.
I got another one. I got something else. He gonna know. He'll know when
Oh,
I hit San Diego. Shit. I ain't even gotta hit San Diego. He gonna know when I post that motherfucker what time it is. The whole world is. They know I come to tear some shit down. Huh? They
so,
know it.
so how did you get into low riding?
Low ride, now I got in the low ride, man. My homie Chin, man, I got out the joint and I ended up hopping in the car with him one day, going to a hop off out here, and I seen motherfuckers arguing, but after the argument and the hop, they all went eight together,
Right.
which fucked me up because I'm fresh out, so I'm on 10. I'm like, you know what I mean? So I
Right.
really didn't know what was up. But I
Right.
asked my nigga, and he was like, man, that's what we do. We talk shit. You don't cut deep. And after that, we go chill and break bread with each other, eat and enjoy ourselves and take our ass home. And from that day on, I was like, shit, this is what I'm doing. Like, this is it right here. Like, yeah. I was like, shit, this is what I'm doing for show. For show. And after that, I was just hooked. But he let me, the homie had a car. So when I got out the joint, it was like every neighborhood, gangs had them certain cats in their neighborhoods that had lowriders. And it was just active as fuck. And I was like, I was like, damn, even the youngsters had lowriders. So I was like, fucked up. Like, damn, I got to have a lowrider. And once I got my homie let me drive his shit a couple times. And then, I was hooked after that. I ended up trading my car I had a Cadillac. I ended up trading it for a luxury sport, repainted the car, did it, and went through the motions with it, man, and got it right. And after that, I was just always like that little pit bull. Like, I just always wanted to be on the front line. I don't like spectating. I'm a participator, not a spectator, okay? It's a big motherfucking difference.
I'm going to use that. I'm going to use it.
Oh, yeah, you better believe it. It's a big difference. I ain't that nigga walking around with a hoodie on, walking through the shows, just looking at niggas. I can't. That ain't me. I ain't even comfortable with that shit. Right. I got to pull up and stop and show everybody. Yeah. When I pull in, niggas move somebody. Yeah, move out the way. Let him in. Let him in. Yeah. That's the type of shit I like. I ain't got time to be that motherfucker standing there watching nobody pull in with no motherfucking car.
Right.
Ain't no way.
So from that time to the time that you were inducted into the Lowrider Hall of Fame, how much time passed between that?
Before I got inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Uh-huh.
That was 20 years. That was 20. So it was pretty much from 19 years, right around there, 97. Yep. Yeah. It was right around 19 years old, yeah. So if I started 97, 2007, and 2016, yeah, it was right there. You have to have, so I barely got in. This is the thing about it. You have to have 20 years on the streets in low riding in order to even get inducted. You feel me? So my people kind of pushed it and was like, oh, yeah, you know what I mean? They kind of pushed it, you know what I'm saying? Pushed me through to get me in. Right. So, but the way it was going, and it was explained to me, is like, man, I had black, yellow, blue, and green money, and yellow and white. You see what I'm saying? That's why I was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Right. I didn't understand that. Outside of representing my city, like real tough in my club at the time. But all nationalities were coming to spend their money with me. Right. So that was the barrier. So that on the West, it's a bunch of politicking. You know what I mean? So for just say a Mexican to come do business with me, knowing that his partner has a shop, is, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's damn near wrong in a way, but it's not. It's your choice. It's your money. You go spend your money with whoever the fuck you want to spend it with. You know what I mean? But they was coming to me. They coming to Vegas to get their shit done. You know what I mean? And they in LA where that shit started at. You know what I mean? Where the heart of it's at. Like where it thrives at. You hit LA, man, you like the generations of cars out there and the lowriders out there, you be like, damn. Look at OG over there. This nigga, yeah, he gray, his flax all hard bottoms, and he's still low riding. Like, that shit is crazy. So it's again, like I said, I broke that barrier. Just dealing with a lot of different nationalities, and that's why I was inducted into the Hall of Fame, because I was doing business with a lot of different people. Good business at that. I try my hardest. I am not the best, but I do try my best. You get what I'm saying? I make it happen. I stand behind my work, and I fuck with everybody. You know what I mean? So that's just what type of person you have to be. Because I was on the other side of the fence before, getting fucked or spending your money, not getting the results that you thought you was going to get, shit like that. So now it's always like, man, I don't want to be that person. Right. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? So pushing forward right now, it's just like, I got into the big wheels, but now it's time for me to get back in the low ride. You see what I'm saying? Right. I took like a 3-year break. I'm at my max right now. I'll be going crazy. A lot of people don't know, even as a shop person, man, like, you fall into them ruts, you fall into that depression, you fall into them states to where you just down, you know what I mean? You'll never see it. They ain't gonna show you. I'm not gonna show you my poker hand, you know what I mean? But you have to have that car to pick yourself back up, your own shit.
Right.
You have to be running. You have to be low ride. You have to be doing something. You can't be a shop and can't produce. It's the craziest shit. It's like a painter not having that painted car. You know what I mean?
Right.
The interior dude not having that car with the interior done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now you in here doing full bills and you ain't got no fucking car to drive. That shit is depressing. Okay?
Right. You think that's why I'm so like removed now from the car? I need to finish my car. That's what you're telling me.
That's what I'm telling you. Get on your shit, man.
I
Get
gotta
on
finish
your
my car,
shit.
man. I gotta get
You
on
have
the
to
ball.
understand, because man, just that drive, just getting in your car driving is like it's the release. I promise you, every person that has a passion for cars, you can have the most fucked up day. You can get fired from work. Your bride can kick you out. Your nigga can kick you out. Nigga, the kids might not even answer the phone. Getting that motherfucking cop, that motherfucker start up. As long as it start up and you pull off, hit there, go get some gas, all that shit is gone.
Right.
It's temporary, but it's what you need. It's, you know what I mean? Like somebody on your therapy. You gotta have that therapy. That's what that is for us. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even as shop people, a lot of people don't understand that. Most motherfuckers have made it to where they hate doing what they doing now. You can't. They started out because they loved it. They figured some shit out. They had some shit going with their own shit. Then they opened up a shop. They started doing shit. Now they hate it because they've took in so much shit and ain't handled their business right that they hate it. And shit is going bad for them. You know, you get more threats and motherfuckers calling you tripping and all this shit just because they ain't handle business. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. Now you hate it. I love this shit. I want to see the next motherfucker on the road before me. I can not bad as I be want to work on my shit every day. I can't. I don't touch my cars until after 5 and sometimes on the weekends. I can't. Like, I would love to spend every day, all day until my shit is completely right. It just ain't working. I got people cars I got to get done. I got deadlines I got to finish. You know what I mean? I need to get at least 8 hours in a straight working on those cars that's in the shop, because I do 2-3 hours on a car, man, like easy, and bounce 2-3 hours on another car and 2-3 hours on another car, and before you know it, you got a couple cars done. You know what I mean? So everybody work different though. Some people will just bang out one car in that day. It's just everybody works different, but you got to get that shit done and then work on your own shit. You can't be working on your personal car every day thinking you're running the shop.
Right. The thing that God bless the dead, Murph used to call the shops deposit junkies. They'll
Huh?
just Murph used to call them deposit junkies. They'll just
Oh
take
yeah.
all the deposits, like you were saying, spend the money, and they ain't
Yeah.
got the people cars done.
Yeah.
And
They do.
and that's most people that I know. Like, I don't even, people like, who do you recommend I take my car to, KP? I'm like, what?
Yeah. And
I
that's the
can't
worst.
unless
Sending
they're gonna go over there
somebody
to Vegas.
Sending somebody is the worst. Like, referrals is the worst. Like, I just stopped doing referrals. I because the people that's doing like interior to paint people and all that shit, they got a better relationship with me than they do the customer. So it's easier for me to just take your car on. Of course, I got to get compensated for my time and get your car done, but you'll be happy. If you just go, you're going to get it ran up in you, and the time frame ain't going to be correct. You know what I mean? If you just let me take care of it, I don't care if you know, dude. I don't care if you know the interior dude, the music dude. I don't care if you know where your car at. I'm the one that's doing business. I brought that car down there. Let me handle it. Don't go down there and try to put your input in on nothing. We already got this understanding. That person at that shop don't even want to see you. They don't
Right.
even want to meet you. You know what I mean? They talking to me. They dealing with me. You know what I mean? And that's how a lot of people think, like, they can do what we do. A lot of people can't do this shit. A lot of people can't stand up to this shit. They have the slightest. Like, if a motherfucker pick on a caseload, man, I'm finna flip this camera one time. If a motherfucker pick on a caseload it like this and gotta run through this shit every day, sometimes you ain't gonna know where to start and where to stop at, man.
Right.
You feel me? I get days where I just don't even know what the fuck. I'm like, man, what I'm doing today. I get it. I get them days like a motherfucker, man. Like I say, a lot of this shit is mental. You have to be strong because you know it's motherfuckers that's being neglected because you're spending so much time in the shop. But this is your passion. You know what I mean? You got. I don't care about motherfuckers. Oh man, birthday shows, all that shit. I don't give a fuck about that. All right. Don't call me with that shit. Don't tell me it's gonna be this next week. It's gonna be that next week. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Right.
Because if I rush your car out and something fuck up, you're gonna be mad at me.
Right.
If I take my time and a reasonable passable time, like I said, when your shit to be done, we'll do right the first time, and you out in the streets. We happy. Both of us happy. I'm overly women happy. I love putting people cars out. It brings more business.
Right.
Straight up.
What's been a bill that you was like, oh man, like this is getting on my nerves, but when it was done, you was like, okay, I did that. I did
All of them.
that.
Hey
Not
man,
all of them.
all of them, man. All of them, man. Oh my gosh. All of them. I love to see them go though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love to see them motherfuckers go. But it ain't never, every car's different, but they the same. Ain't no car ever just went together and was built and left. It ain't happened. I don't give a fuck what you see on TV, none of that shit. It ain't never happened.
Right.
I've never just completely put a car together. Man, I fired my shit up the other day for the first time with this other motor. I ain't have a leak. That motherfucker fired right up. Everything. I'm telling my tuner, like, man, that shit is crazy. It was fucking me up. Like, man, we went to eat. I'm like, man, this shit, man, it was. He like, yeah, man, everything was good. I was surprised. I was like, man, I was surprised too. I came in motherfucker 2 days later, oil leaking, coolant leaking, intake leaking. It's all kind of shit. I said, I jinxed myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. It was just too smooth, man. You know what I mean? I was expecting, but it was just too smooth. I knew it was too good to be true. But I jumped on it and got it done. Took some time out for myself and got it done. So that was, it really wasn't nothing. But I'm like that with all of them, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be wanting to give people their cars straight up because I see. Like when you get them text messages about, they shit being right and being done and they glad that they was patient and all that shit, that's the best thing of it all in the end. You know what I mean? Like you get that phone call like, man, see my shit, man, it's running good, man. I drove from here to here with no problems on. That's the shit that makes you feel good. You know what I mean? Like when you get a customer, like a lot of people, when I get down to that last little month or so, I don't even let them in the shop.
What?
I don't give a fuck. No, because when you get to put them bells and whistles on the car, when you get that last detail, the car not dusty no more and all that shit, the customers never seen it like that. But when they do, then you get that they like, look at my shit. Like, you know what I mean? So sometimes you just got to push them off and let them know, man, you ain't ready yet. When they is ready and they come see that motherfucker, they are happy. You know what I'm saying? You really get that joy face in. So, it's a process to it, man, and it's a reason for everything on how I get out. You know what I mean?
Sound like I need to send you my car, but I don't think I can afford you. So I'm
Man,
just stay over here where I'm at because I'm stay over here on the East Coast.
you gotta start selling some OG body parts.
I
Get them
seen that
parts out.
guy.
Huh? You better do a blowout sale or something. Get that motherfucker done. You
I
feel
seen
me?
that guy.
Yeah.
I seen that guy the other night. You said he was from Cali, right? That
Yeah.
he had on the tuner. You had tuned his car or something, or you had it on the dyno. He was on a trailer in front of your shop. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, wow. My nigga
Yeah.
Wop from
He
LA.
came from
Yeah.
Cali.
Yes. And that kicked up some shit. Man, Vegas and Cali is like we together, man. We fuck with each other strong as hell, man, because it's niggas the same on both ends that they're really alike and they bond. And that dude right there, that's my boy G Body Wop. Go follow him on Instagram. We met fucking with these cars.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about at a car show. We met, we clicked, you know what I mean? And he has 1,000 resources out there. And he could have go fuck with anybody in LA. They know him. He on the bike scene too. You feel me? But he chose to fuck with me. And he called me and told me probably a year before that was like, man, TJ, I'm gonna bring my car to you, homie. I want you to finish my shit. And I was like, all right, all right, all right. I like I said, I know the connections that he got out there, so I wasn't really expecting that. You know what I mean? And but all my customers have always been from out of town. But that's for convertibles. That's for doing these jobs. You know what I'm saying? That's for this type of shit. Not for no dyno and tuning and all that. So I'm really fucked up. Like, damn, he fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? But it's niggas out there in the city like, Man, why you take your car away to Vegas, man? Woo, you should have went to woo. They try to tell him this and tell him that. And he just like, nah, man, I'm fucking with my nigga. Like, we connected on a whole another. It was just different. We connected completely different. So his trust was like, man, I know you're gonna treat my car like yours, not like it's just another car in the shop.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that motherfucker, I was sitting in the chair. He was so happy. He gave me a bear hug. Then it broke my back. Hey, he picked me and the chair up, sitting down. That's how happy he was when he was there. I was like, nigga, let me go. He's like, man, I love you. He's like, it's been 8 years. He had that car since he bought that car and been building it. It's been sitting. He ain't been fucking with it, doing other, business ventures and shit. But it's been 8 years. So now he can, car done. He happy. He's
Right.
stupid happy. And it took for him to go out of town, you know what I mean? And we ran into some hiccups. We had some problems. We had on the dyno before. That car was really finished back in probably late November, you know what I mean? But we ran into some problems when it got on the dyno. Ordered parts, got everything together, and fixed everything. Even the shit like he was saying, the shit that was fucked up, somebody else would have told him, man, you need to take that shit there and go get that fixed and take that over there. And I'm like, nah, don't worry about none of it, bro. I got you. You know what I mean? Because I wanted him to leave running and happy. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he left. So, like I say, it kicked us some shit though, but I like that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
He was
yeah.
so happy. I was like, dang, he was.
Yeah. When you give me a long time coming, you gonna be the
Yeah.
same way.
Look, I was like, that's gonna be me. That thing
Yeah,
almost brought tears to my eyes. I said, boy, that's
exactly.
gonna be me, boy.
You're gonna be the same way, man. I'm telling you. You're gonna be the same way when you finish that car up. You're gonna be like, damn. Regardless of who do it, it's still gonna be the same results in the end, If it's just you and you finish that motherfucker at home in the garage, it's gonna be the same results. You know what I mean? So
I don't know how y'all do that shit. Listen, I never build another car. It got to be already done, and I'll change the paint and the rims. I'm not doing
yeah.
that shit again.
Well, you know what it is? A lot of people set up deadlines and
Yeah,
try to make shows and this and that and the other. Like when you do that, you fuck shit up.
yeah,
You put that pressure on yourself and everybody around you, and then when the shit don't fall through, it becomes depressing, and then you end up hating that motherfucker.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to look at the car no more. You thinking of the money you spend. You going through all this shit like you can't do that. If you don't set a deadline, okay, so I'm gonna tell you this the best shit ever, homie. This free game right here. Don't set a deadline. As long as you don't set a deadline and you finish that car on your time with no dates expected, that motherfucker gonna be put together right the first time, and you're gonna be happy. You ain't mad at the painter, you ain't mad at the interior, you ain't gonna say, man, I was supposed to, and this was supposed to, and that. Like, nah, the car's done, and you cool. If you set a deadline, nigga, I want to be out for Easter, and motherfucking well, that car ain't gonna be out till next Easter. You feel me? Like, who is you playing with, man? You playing with yourself. You
Right,
fucking with your own mind, man.
right.
You know what I mean? Oh, come on, man.
And the worst part be when everybody be asking you, "Oh, when the car gonna be ready, nigga?"
That's why I say, man, you got to be a participator, not a spectator. If you ain't ready, you really don't even need to get out there. Sometimes you just gotta sit back. It's cool to always stay in the loop, but sometimes you just got to fall back until it's your turn because you're gonna get that car. You own one. You own one, so they gonna call you. Hey man, they're gonna call you on it every time.
Listen, if one more person asks me when that car gonna be ready, I done started telling them whenever you give me the money to finish, it'll be finished. I'm so tired of people
So
asking.
you just gotta let them know, man, it's coming.
Yeah,
The car's coming, man. That's all you gotta tell them, man. It's coming, man. And
and
as long as you do a little bit at a time, and you'll make it happen.
then I wasn't even posting about the car, but Whips by Way was like, KP, you got to realize so many people invested in that car. They invested in what you got going on. You got to give them a little update. You got to give them a little
Yeah,
teaser from
you got
time
some
to
people with
time.
some expectations. Yeah.
But I feel like it's like if you ain't got no oil pressure, what you talking for? You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no oil pressure, so what I'm talking for? You know what I'm saying?
Man, well,
So
I mean, it's two sides to that coin, man. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends on if you talking shit and you ain't got no oil pressure, then you can get frowned upon. But if you staying relevant and you ain't got no oil pressure,
Right.
You know what I mean? You working on it, then that's a whole different situation.
Man, that thing, I don't know how y'all do that. I ain't have now gray hair when I first started building that car. Now let me just tell you. If I ain't had this weave, y'all see all that gray.
You so
That
gone.
man, listen, that's a ooh. No, that's
Oh man.
yeah, no. It's rough. I know you know it's rough. You done how many of your own personal cars have you built?
How many cars have I built?
Of your
My
own personal
personal
car.
cars have I
Hmm.
had? Man, uh, I don't know.
You know, lost
I've
count.
had quite a few. Not like a lot, not like that. So listen, I haven't built a lot of cars. I've owned a lot. I haven't built a lot of cars. The cars I have built were one-off cars though.
Okay.
So my shit always stood out. Like a rag Monte Carlo, a rag Caprice, a rag Cadillac. Like the shit that didn't come rag, I had to do that to stick to show my work, my profession, my finished product out there. Because you had a lot of people that really didn't know what the process was and wanted to get it done. And they didn't know what the finished product was going to look like, anything like that. So my cars that I built or have always been some one-off shits. Like the shit floating around right now on what is that? That Black Car Guru? Is it
Right.
Black Car Guru, whatever dude name is?
Mm-hmm.
He just posted that two-door 96 Impala. I did a 96 two-door hardtop Impala 11 years ago,
Yeah.
12 years ago. You
Wow.
feel what I'm saying?
You got your hand over the mic. You gotta take your
You hear me now?
yeah, you good.
Had it over the mic. But like I said, that car that they did, that rag Impala that they got floating around, like I did that 11 years ago. It was a hardtop. It was a hardtop, but I still did that shit years ago.
Right.
Years. They just now own that shit. Now, like I said, I've been touching them with cars that just ain't your average shit when I pull up. So I don't like being looking like him or looking like him. That ain't me, man. Even my my youngsters around me. I always try to throw something different within their cars. The colors, the Aero Coupe. You know what I'm saying? You want to be different? Let's do this. You know what I mean? That
Speaking
the
of
right hand
not the
drive
average.
that ain't got no long pressure. Yeah. You know what I mean? That we done
Speaking of
did
not the
candy with.
average, tell everybody how you came up with creating the quarter window kit.
Oh, the
Let
quarter
me
window
explain
kit?
to y'all what the quarter window kit is. If you have any car that has a quarter window, he makes a what would it be called?
The
Of
kit.
huh?
It's a quarter window power kit.
He makes a kit where you can be able to let your quarter window down, even though
Down.
it didn't come factory like
Just
that.
like this joint.
And he can
This
walk you
window's
through
powered.
installing it.
Just like that joint. That window's powered. In a
Right,
hardtop, in a G body, in a Malibu, in a Caprice, in a Cadillac. I ain't the first. You know what I'm saying? I am not the first to do it. They was doing that shit in LA on Cadillacs and shit. But I was the first to do it on G bodies. But I was just into that shit to where it was like asking them what you can't do. You know what I mean? I like that challenge.
right,
That's what I be about. Like, man, I like that challenge. I can look at a car and be like, man, this is possible. So the G bodies, my boy was like, oh, you can't do that. And I end up calling one of my other homeboys, like, man, let me use your car for something. He was like, what? And once I told him, he was game. So I ended up doing the Aero Coupe Cutlass. And then my boys' Cutlass, I ended up doing them. I did a bunch of Cadillacs. A lot of people just call me out to do Cadillacs. Like they'll call me. I've done different kind of cutlasses and all down in Texas. A lot of people fly me out. I do the work and come on back home. But it was just all about being innovative and just trying to stay ahead of the game. You know what I mean? Doing something and making sure that somebody else got something that somebody else don't got
right.
besides me. You know what I mean? Like I want to put it out there. And I start selling kits, so trying to make it easy enough to where just the average person can install it without no welding or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. When I seen it on Step Car, I was like, look at that.
Yeah, see, Steph stuck her neck out there. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be different." You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And
yeah.
and the thing about it is when you buy them kits from me and shit like that, man, I rock with you until it's done. No matter who installs it. It ain't just like I say some shit and then don't never answer the phone before. I want to see that shit done. I want you to be out. I want you to be in traffic in that car with my product in it. You feel me? With my
Right.
shit in it, with my invention in it. Like it's way across the country. So that's my gratification. I ain't the kids ain't an arm and a leg. And like I say, I'm walking you through it. It's like one of my babies. So once you out there, we're gonna stay connected, after the fact because of you supporting me and even believing in me that it was gonna work and that I'm gonna be I'm gonna stand on business and be there regardless and answer that phone if you do got any issues.
So if they wanted to order a quarter window kit from you, what's the time frame? What's the process?
The process of the time frame is usually, you can order a kit, you hit me up, DM me. You gotta purchase the kit. Ain't no pay half now, pay half later. That ain't shit. Ain't you don't hit Summit like that. You don't hit none of them motherfuckers like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? So you pay for the kit. Give me 2 weeks to assemble the kit and ship it. I do a 1 year warranty on it, on the regulators, and everything's accessible. See, that's the best thing about it. I made them kits to where if a regulator did go out after that year, you got the information to really just go to AutoZone and buy that regulator. So the shit is there. It's not
Right.
like if it goes out or it breaks, it's over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all maintenanceable.
Yeah.
Did I do? Yeah, I did Switchman Cadillac. I think I posted a video somewhere.
How much are the kits?
The kit's 1,300, free shipping to your
Oh,
door. Come with everything, harness, switches. You get options if you want switches in the back or not. Most people just want the 4 switches in the front. So what I do is switch up the wiring and make it to where you can adapt into your original wiring harness right now and have the original GM switch for 4 windows.
okay.
Not no shit where you got something rigged up or like the original window switches right here and then the other two under the dash to roll the back windows down. No, 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 hell no. We put it to where all 4 switches is on the door like that car came like that from GM. You know what I mean?
Right. That's dope. Like it's so much stuff that you do that I don't think that people are aware of. I think, and I tell you this all the time because you're just not that guy. But I really feel like you need to start popping your ish.
Oh, this motherfucking compressor. Let me turn this compressor off. Now, what you were saying?
I was saying it's so much stuff that you do that people don't know. And I tell you this all the time, but you really just need to start popping your ish. Like you need to start letting people know, hey, yeah, I do this, I do this, I do this. The easier question to answer might be what don't you do? Because you do so much.
Man, I do a lot, man. Not enough though. Like I'm in the growing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to sit still with nothing. I'm a sponge. I'm into trying to learn new shit every day. So
Right,
if another motherfucker can do it, I can do it too. You
right,
know what I mean? It might be a minute before I get in that lane, but I try to touch everything, man. I try to do everything because it damn near costs too much to be doing anything else. Like you outsourcing shit, like it's you ain't gonna make no money as a shop if you know what I mean, if you don't or you're not able to get it in hands on. You know what I mean? Like if you ain't learning that shit, it's so much different. It's so many different corners you can cut by learning shit yourself versus paying somebody because now you're on their time, you're on their dollar. It's gonna cost you. You really not trying to deal with all that. If you're gonna be a shop, man, you gotta be a shop. You gotta
right,
be that answer for somebody. I tell people a lot of times, man, when I'm doing their cars, man, my job is to get rid of every headache you got.
right.
Like the tows, a lot of people don't understand when you towing cars and when you got somebody when you building your car yourself. How many different shops do you tow your car to?
A lot.
Just how many times you got to tow it? Just think about it. Interior, paint, music,
Yeah.
motor
And I done
shop.
told mine out of town
Okay. So
and
that's
back.
that. I just did photos. Just say photos at
Right,
anywhere from $150 to $200 a tow.
right, right,
No, fuck that shit. You just say $100 one way. You still got
right,
to go back. So that's $100 another way. I just named 4 different places. That's $800 in tolls. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't see that. So when you do these bills, you have to include them tolls in them bills. You
Yeah.
feel me? You can then spend $1,000 just in tolls, just moving the car around. Customers don't understand that. They don't see that shit. You know what I mean? Like they don't understand it. So my job when I do bills is to get rid of all that shit. Don't worry about nothing. Drop it off to me, pick it up from me. You know what I mean? Don't
Yeah.
worry about going to the interior shop. Don't worry about going to the exhaust shop. Don't worry about going to the paint shop. None of that. I'm gonna cover all that shit. I got it. I got it all. It's already in the budget. When I quoted you your price, it's in the budget. You know what I mean? That $1,000. I'd had a customer before. He was like, "Man," I say, he had me send him an itemized list. He was like, "Man, I need a list of everything you done and everything was going on." And I was like, "Man, you serious?" And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Dude, all right." I didn't want to do it because I'm the type of person that puts in more into a bill than most people. Like, I'm not gonna cut no corners. I did that list. He ended up on me $3,500.
See what I'm saying? Well, he should have kept his mouth shut.
He hit me up and he was like, "Man, what's tolls?" I'm like, "Tolls, bro. How do you think your car get from the paint to the interior to the music shop? Those are 2 trips each go round, man. That's $250, bro, on the
Right.
low end.
Right.
So just add that up." He was like, "Man, it's $750 in tolls." Yeah, that's how many times I had to move that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you have to include all of this shit in these bills. But again, my job is to get rid of that. I don't want you to worry about that shit. It's
Right.
in the bill. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get that motherfucker everywhere it need to be and back to me, and then I want to see you drive off in it.
Right.
You feel me?
Who are some of the veterans in the game when you were coming up that influenced you?
That influenced me. So
Yeah.
all the people that influenced me was of course on the West Coast.
Okay.
Everybody. So
So people,
uh,
well, name a few.
it wasn't necessarily shops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was people.
Yeah.
Feel me? So you had people, I mean, in low riding game, you had Switchman, you had Punchy, you had Rat, you had fucking, yeah, I had this, oh, I knew about this dude, OG dude named Tommy from Supernaturals. He ran the shop. I used to be like, I wanted to be like him way back then. This before I even had a shop.
Mhm.
Um, it's a lot of people, it's a lot of people that I admire in the low riding game for sure that always kept me going. But those dudes right there, like Switchman and punching them and uh man, rest in peace, man, my boy Terry. Those was the cats that I was looking up to coming up because they was always like frontline dudes and was at every function. My boy Chipper D, my boy Daryl, Pasadena, he was like one of those cats, man, that I always looked up to. Big John, his boy, his bitch partner, like those dudes like, yeah, I wanna so when I came to LA or whenever I did my shit in LA, I made sure that I put the extras on it and push the line like, I'm representing my city because I'm coming down as Vegas, you know what I mean? So I had to show them niggas when I got there that this was Vegas, you know what I mean?
Did you ever think when you first started low riding, life would come full circle and you would end up in the Hall of Fame?
Hell no. That was the last thing. That was the last thing. And the crazy shit about it is I just knew once I started fucking with this shit, I wanted to be the biggest and baddest.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's all that, regard. I wanted to leave this motherfucker when I do leave, um, with a name. And the way this shit works out now, it's like you come to Vegas, you looking for TJ. You talking about TJ, man. I gotta go see TJ. That's what I love. That's what I worked for. You know what I mean? I
Right.
make sure motherfuckers be like, man, that was my goal, like at all times, just to be the biggest and baddest motherfucker. Which I ain't, but I am. You know what I mean? In my eyes, I am. So it's a lot of
Did you cry when they
uh
gave you the ring?
hell no, I ain't cry, man. I belting that motherfucker with my entourage like Death Row. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, I was Suge Knight that night. You know what I'm saying? For me, yeah.
You
I
ain't get
went
emotional. You ain't tear up.
hell no. I was feeling like the biggest, baddest motherfucker.
Well, you know I'm all about giving people their flowers while they're here to smell them. So what I can say to you is,
No, I was Suge Knight, nigga. It's a difference.
So what I gotta say to you is, I really appreciate the fact that you have never changed.
Oh yeah.
You have always been the same person. You have always been, and you so humble when it comes. Cause let me just tell you something. If I had
Yeah.
that big old Super Bowl ring they done gave you from the Lowrider Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
I'll be at the formal events with my, which hand it go on? Do it matter
I'm
what
saying.
hand it go on? Baby, I had that thing on and saying, what you say?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you
You
know, I
say
see you
something?
walking through like, hey, what's
Did you?
happening, my nigga? I see you.
Right.
Hey,
Did you
I
say
see
something?
you. I be hitting with it. Nah, man, it's good, man. I'm a proud of all my accomplishments, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm happy. Even when I'm not happy, I'm happy. I know where I come from, man. I'm really from the projects, really born on the West, really from the streets, like. And I did all the all the youth camps all the way to prison. You know what I'm saying? So I walk in this motherfucker some days and just be like, damn, that's me. I'm happy. I don't give a fuck if I'm like, nigga, look at this shit. Look where I'm at with it. Like, damn, this me. Like this is
Right.
me.
Right.
So again, I'm just, I'm proud of myself with that shit, man. I hold it in. You'll never see it, but I just be looking at it like, man, this shit is crazy. And I get a lot of people that call me and tell me, be like, man, I'm proud of him, or I'm proud of you, dog. A real friend, it take a real friend to really tell you that he proud of you. That's hard for niggas to do. You know what I mean? So when you do get that person or them couple people, they be, man, I'm proud of you, man. Like that shit means something. You know what I mean? It's coming from the heart. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get it's motivation. It's motivation. It keeps you going. Just like, man, they really, they watching me. They know who I am. They know what's happening. Like you don't think that because you in this motherfucking shop from sun up to sundown, but they watching. You know what I mean? And I love that shit. I love everybody that support a nigga. I love the fact that you know, I do have a good background with business shit. And I guess that's just coming from the streets because it, if in the streets, if you ain't solid, then how the hell you gonna do solid business? If you always been a bullshit ass nigga, then your business gonna be bullshit. If you don't take no bullshit, then that's what your business gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to do this shit is just that's the hard part because it ain't no directions to this shit. You know, they can open up a book for you and write a book and say it is, but that's not you and that's not your life and them ain't the people you dealing with. You know what I mean? It's a big difference. But again, man, I'm happy, man. Man, God is good, man, all the time. You know what I'm saying? He bless you with this shit and I'm gonna stand on it, man, until it's over. You know what I mean?
What I gotta say is too, and I tell you this all the time. I'm super proud of you, but I'm proud to be able to say I know you, and I'm proud
Say,
to be able
say,
to call,
no, nigga.
and I'm proud to
I
be able
mean,
to call you my friend. Like,
yeah, I be getting that. I be getting that motherfucker be like, man, that's my nigga. I know you. Motherfucker call me from fucking Chicago. So, hey, my nigga, like, what's that? Especially if I pick up that phone. Boy, I told you I knew the nigga. You know what I mean? So, and it feel good though, man. It like, if it weren't for these cars, we would have never met. That's the
right.
crazy thing about it. You know what I'm saying? Like these shows and these cars, that's what brought us together. So it feels good because we wouldn't have no other connection.
Next
We would
time I
have no
come,
other connection. We would have never ran across each other. We would have never met. None of them. All the people out there, I'd just be like, man, this shit dope. It's dope. It's life, man, and it's dope.
next time I come to Vegas, I need to put that ring on my finger and take a picture.
Yeah. Walk
So
around, go gamble.
you know what
Make
I'm
sure
saying?
you play the mega bucks or something. Maybe you might hit with that motherfucker. Just give me my cash. Run me my money. Yeah, you feel me?
Well, TJ, I
Yeah.
know you was busy and you stepped away from working to sit down and talk to us. I so appreciate you. Like, the other thing I really appreciate about you is it ain't nothing I can't call you and say let's do it. You ain't gonna be like let's do it.
Oh, I'm with it, man. You know I'll be with it, man. If it makes sense, man, we gonna fuck with it and try. All you gotta do is try. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Right.
main thing, man. You just gotta try. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You never know what the end results will be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He told me respectfully, I haven't seen a shag in a long time. I just seen it in Texas the other day. I was in Texas.
Nigga, why just check me out? What the hell is you talking about?
I
Yeah,
just
we
seen it in
rocking this
Texas.
shag,
I said,
bro.
oh,
This is
that's
me
a
with the
Texas
white
thing.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with it. What? Hey, nigga, so man, you got that Texas shag, man. I had to go find a picture when I was like 6, 7 years old in the projects. I had a shag. And let
Oh,
niggas know, man, I've been rocking this shag shit, man. But no, this is my little folks. He had this cut for a minute. I stole the cut and the nigga barber. You feel me? And been rocking it ever since.
well, TJ, I really appreciate you sitting down and let us pick your brain. And again, congratulations on all your success. Congratulations on being in the Lowrider Hall of Fame. And I just know it's gonna be many more years of success to come. And then when you get real, real big, don't forget about your dogs.
Oh
Don't forget about the
man,
little people, okay?
getting real, real big. Listen, man, I'm as big as it can be in life right now. You know what I mean?
Well,
You
don't
know,
forget
this is
about
this
me.
is big. You know me right now. You gonna know me later, man. I'm waiting on that money to stack tall. That's all.
I know that's right. Well, I will stand on that instead of a phone book.
You feel me?
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate you having me, man. You know it's always fun chopping it up with you.
All right. Have a good
All right,
night.
I'm
Thank
holler
you.
at you. For sure.
So, guys, if y'all missed any of tonight's episode of Rise and Vibes, catch the full replay on YouTube. If you aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you do that by clicking the link in my bio. Up next, I think we have, we're going to continue Veterans Month. We're going to have Hot Rod from Cut to Check. And to round out Veterans Month, we'll have Big Low from DNL. So, make sure y'all tune in. We'll have Hot Rod Monday coming and we'll have Big Low Tuesday coming. So if y'all have not subscribed, make sure you do so and make sure you tune in to next Monday. I'm not sure I'm gonna sit down in person with Hot Rod. So you guys just have to watch my post and see what time we'll actually be doing that. And then next Tuesday night I'll sit down on live with Big Low. So thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's episode of Rise and Vibes. I'll see you guys next week. Good night.